Okay, so for this one, I'm doing the F4 problematization, the 70-point version, because I had done the wrong direction for it, and so I got it wrong. And so then I did the new one. This is my new one. That's my one, obviously. And so for my first step was to find the known value. And I have all of my known values here. M equals 2 kg, torque 1 equals 1.5, torque 2 equals 2.25, and the bar is massless. And I have the same thing here, and that the bar is massless right here. And then my second one was to solve for force. And I feel like I made it more clear on this one than I did here, and I feel like that's also what kind of messed me up a little. And so solve for, and then I said F1 equals mg. And so then that was just automatically 2 kg times 9.81, and then meters per second equals 19.6. And then over here, I did something similar, kind of, but I just kind of rearranged them as another version of what I'm going to say right now. And then I did calculate torque, which was torque 1 equals R times the force. And so I found my force here, which is 19.6, and then I multiplied that by the torque that I have, which is torque 1, which is 1.5, and I ended up getting 29.4. And over here, over here, I also got 29.4 because I did a similar thing, except I multiplied this by the mass, and then I ended up just multiplying that by gravity, but overall it ended up the same thing because when you multiply, it's the same thing. And I got 29.4. And then over here, I did the same exact thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. I did the same thing, which everything's the same except for the torque. So the torque was different, so I was multiplying by a different number, which was 2.25 times 19.6 force, which is this. And then it equals 44.1. And I also got that here, which I just did a different way, but I feel like this way was definitely more clear than this one, because this one, I feel like I just messed up the equation, but it still ended up the same thing. But then you're supposed to subtract the torques. I don't know where this is at. You're supposed to subtract the torques, and I got 29.4 minus 44, because it's torque 1 minus torque 2. And so that is obviously going to be a negative number, and as you can see, your arrows also point down, so it's going to be negative. But then in here, I added them up instead of subtracting them, and so I got a really high number for it compared to my negative number over here. But yeah, I got negative 14.7, while in this one I got 73.575. And so yeah, my mistake really was just more so like I added them in my original one, and I subtracted them in here. Yeah, that's my problem presentation.